Okay. And we are recording.
Okay. Yay! No, I'm just kidding.
How you doing? I'm so excited. Thank you so much for your time and your patience. We really appreciate this. Testimony Tuesday is a new initiative that we're starting to uplift the voice and the testimony of Black women.
Mhm.
That is like one of our core values that Black women speak. And so let's just dive into it. What you think? Let's just dive
Yeah,
into it.
let's do that.
Let's get into it. So, tell us about who you are, a little bit about your background, your family, anything about yourself.
Yeah, so I am raised, well, I was raised, I should say, raised in North Side, Minneapolis, with my mom, my dad, and I have a younger brother, a younger sister. I went to North High. I was on the dance team. You know, I'm saying that's why I'm in the field that I am in now, which is hip hop cardio dance fitness, because I love music. I love to dance. So I'm like, why not do something that brings both together and at the same time healing others. I'm a mother. I have a little girl, 7 years old. Um, yeah, she's my everything. In some ways, I always say, or when I talk about my daughter, I always say like she is a blessing to me, just because she has changed my life for the better, which I love because I was on a downwards, spiral. We'll get into that later, but yeah. So yeah, I'm just a, plus size diva who teaches hip hop cardio dance fitness in North Minneapolis. And just creating a space where women can feel comfortable in their own skin and dance and feel free and just have that moment of where they're, giving attention to their bodies and just giving attention for self care. So yeah.
That's beautiful. Okay, go Polars. Period.
Woo-hoo. Okay.
Northside for about a year and a half
Okay.
of my life. Like Northside pride is strong pride. It's
Yes,
strong. So
definitely.
Polars. So just moving on to the next question,
Mhm.
what is your life's testimony specifically in terms of like healing and being liberated? What are some events in your life that helped you realize you needed change or healing?
Yeah. Excuse me. As I said in the beginning, it's my daughter. Like, legit, she really opened my eyes to cut the ways how I was living my life. Like, I was out, just going out constantly, drinking constantly, trying to numb the pain of childhood trauma through alcohol, sex, whatever it was. It was just, I was
Mhm.
numbing the pain. And then once I had my daughter, it was just like a light bulb click. And it was
Yeah.
just like, girl, you got to get your life together. Like, it's not about you anymore. You got another individual that you need to focus on. And
Right.
um, like my daughter was that wake up call, and um, I just slowly started, cutting people off, cutting certain things off, and then it was to the point where I was feeling down on myself, and I was down on myself. And one of my friends, Dejavon, and I hope she sees this because she is legit. Like, she wouldn't like me to call her this, but she is my savior aside from my daughter, because she was that friend that was just like, you know what, KiKi, if you don't like the way you look, do something about it. I'm not finna baby you. Like, there's free classes in North Minneapolis. And I will never forget, she invited me to a class at North Commons. I was so nervous, and she was like, just come try it out, see if you like it. I loved it. And then from there on, it was just like, my main focus right now is my daughter and teaching my hip hop cardio dance fitness, because I loved it. I'm like, I love being surrounded by Black women
Yeah.
specifically, and it's just, the class was so welcoming, the students were welcoming, the instructor was welcoming, and I'm just like, I love being in this space. It just gives me an hour to be you know, free and just not even care about what I dealt with today or before I came to this class. It just, and then I felt every day I left that class, I felt liberated, I felt inspired, I felt motivated. And I'm just like, I'm coming back. I'm gonna just keep coming back. And that's just what I kept doing. So, and then now here I am doing, you know, what she provided for me, Tammy and Rhonda, like they provided that space for me, and now I'm giving it to other people. So, and I just look different. That's it. I'm just a plus size girl out here teaching classes. So,
Passing the torch.
yeah.
Passing the torch. What's incredible is just how your outside can affect the moves you make, right? You mentioned calling out toxic folk and making sure that you're putting yourself into like actual physical environment to be better for your daughter. That is,
Yeah.
whew, that is like essential, right? That is essential change. So how did you look for security, peace of mind, and happiness? I mean, that's the next question, but it sounds like you touched on that a little bit. So if you can just like go in more depth about how you actually got up to go.
Oh, I think your audio cut out, but I think I got gist of what you said. So for me, it was focusing more on my daughter, and I have four other nieces that I give that attention to. So like every other weekend I'll go get them and they spend the weekend with me. So it's like sometimes my friends will be like, hey, why don't you come out? And I'm like, hey, nope, I can't. I got my nieces with me and my daughter. We about to do a little girls' night, whatever. But I think I found healing through teaching or actually not even teaching my class, but going to like Rhonda's class, who teaches in North Minneapolis, like going to her class, being surrounded by Black women who were also dealing with things that I was also dealing with in my personal life.
Right.
Like before and after class, we'll connect and we're sharing stories. And it's just like, you going through that too? Girl, me too, you know? And then it's just like you build that bond with your students. And I'm just so thankful. Like I don't think people realize how much instructors need their students, like just as much as they need us, we need them. Like whenever I'm having a down or if I'm feeling insecure about myself, I teach these classes and they uplift my spirits. And then sometimes I get emotional because I'm a crybaby. So like at the end of the class, I'm like, I'm just so glad y'all rock with me. I love y'all. Thank you so much. So it's like, you know, you just build that bond, and through teaching, it healed me a lot because I'm free to express my feelings. I'm free to cry in front of women I don't even know, you know, and just to hear their testimonies and how I impact their lives and how they motivate me and inspire me to just keep going. It's amazing.
Beautiful. Full circle.
Yeah,
It sounds like full circle.
definitely. It
Right?
really.
Childhood trauma and then like the coming of your child and yes, okay. I'm like, I'm feeling it. I'm like the spirit is present. The energy is present. So we even talked about the fourth question, like what were the first steps in your healing journey? I mean, actually making steps and telling people no, making space. I'm just gonna hop into the next one. Like, I mean, you're breezing through these questions. Like, how did you arrive at the current work you're doing? And does healing intertwine with the work, and how so?
Yeah. With so actually I'm still like, I feel like I would like to meet somebody who is healed completely, because I feel like the process to healing it is literally a process. It's a journey. It's like once you get to that milestone, you're like, hey, I'm free from this certain milestone, and then it's like, damn, something hits you back, and then it's just like, god damn it, I gotta work on this too. So it's just like it's a forever process. But I would say right now I'm still working on my childhood trauma, but I will say for the most part, just being confident and loving the skin that I'm in. It started with my instructor Rhonda and Tammy, it was two instructors, because they saw how hard I was going in when I was coming to their classes. They're like, who's this big girl coming in here getting it, and then like they pulled me from, being in the background, and they're like, nope, move to the front. Okay, I'm like, okay, I'm in the front row now. And then they're like, no, you stand up here, you get beside me, and you do what I do. And so from then on there, it's just like they took me out my comfort zone to where it's just like, oh my God, I'm so scared. I'm a big girl. Ain't nobody gonna want to dance with me. Ain't nobody gonna come to my classes. But it was just the motivation from Rhonda and Tammy was just incredible. They're just like, girl, you doing it. You can do this. It don't matter what size you are, how you look on the outside. Your energy speaks for itself. You can dance. It's just, you just gotta believe in yourself. And that was like my healing process, was teaching classes, making me feel comfortable in my skin and being in front of people, and just inspiring big girls to like, hey, we can do this too. You ain't gotta be a certain size to do what we do, our other instructors do. Like, you can do this being a plus size woman, and creating a healthy environment, or creating a healthy space inside and out. So
wow. Yeah, I feel that.
yeah.
I feel that. Yeah. Getting that confidence to just do it's what you're destined to do.
Right.
It's not working up under somebody else. It's not, having this quote unquote 9 to 5.
Right.
Right. And then it's your work is requiring you to be mind, body, spirit connected all the time. I think a lot of people understand that you gotta be connected in order to dance.
Exactly. I swear you.
My first expression was dance. Like as a kid, I felt like I can't talk about what I'm going through, so I'm gonna move.
Right.
Dance, right. And how we hold trauma in the body is so important. And I think, with these like, oh, you gotta be this size, or you gotta look this way in order to do A, B, C, and D.
Yeah.
Say no. One is liberating. It is to say, I'm gonna move and do what I want to do and be connected, mind, body, spirit, is a whole nother level. And then to do it full time is extraordinary.
Yeah.
Because you can never hide from people cannot go to dance class, but when you're the dance teacher, the dance instructor, you can't ever hide from yourself.
Nope, not at all.
That's beautiful.
Unless after class you get emotional and start crying, be like, I was gonna have a rough day. But
has that happened to you? Have you cried sometime?
I cry like, not, I wouldn't say all the time, but my students will say, like, they'll be like, dang, KiKi just cried. It's just like, I get emotional because I legit hate my job, but I look forward to teaching. It's like, really, aside from my daughter, it's the highlight of my day. Like, they just don't understand. It's just, and then like I said, I'm an emotional person, where it's like, when I was younger, I held all this emotion in. It's just like, I'm just going to be this hardcore chick and not express my feelings. Like, I don't give a F about anybody or anyone. I'm just hardcore. And now the older I get, it's just like, I'm crying at the drop of a dime. Like, it's just like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm crying. And it's just, you get emotional. And that's another thing too, is because I love music. So I try to express my feelings through my my playlist that I play. So towards the end of every class, I have this song, or maybe like sometimes I'll switch it up because I love music so much, but it's just songs that resonate with me. And I try to play it at the end of the class when we're doing our stretch, because I wanted to, whatever my students are going through, I wanted to help them. And, I want them to feel that empowerment each time they leave my class. Right. I want them to feel inspired, motivated. And even if they have to cry through that through that stretch. Like, get it out. Because we as Black women, we hold so much emotions in because we have to be so strong for everybody that we never have time for ourselves at all. So I try to. Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm over here like.
It's not good.
This is so good. So what are some upcoming things we should be looking for, and how can folks around you support you in the community, in the world? How can we continue to support you?
Yeah, definitely. So upcoming events I teach every Monday right now with the whole COVID. I teach every Monday on Zoom. So if they wanna, they can follow me on Facebook, KiKi Jones, KiKi Jones on Facebook, or they can follow me on Instagram at KI underscore the plus size underscore diva. And I post my classes there. And it just so happens I was blessed, thank God. I have a space at Creekview Park every Tuesday. Yeah, every Tuesday until December 14th. And that class will be 6 to 7. And details will be on my page. So whenever they want to feel like follow me and to support me, I just feel like to support me, support a Black woman in business, period. Even if it's not me, support any Black businesses ran by Black women, period. But, yes, but other ways you can support me is by sharing, you know what I'm saying? Bring your family, your aunties and them to my classes. Get this work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I'm a big girl, but you gonna sweat. You gonna sweat. Trust and believe me. Don't underestimate me at all. You gonna sweat.
Yes. Yeah. So the final and last question we have for you.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for other Black women looking for their place in the world? Because I know sometimes you be thinking, I got to go to college, I got to do this, I got to do that. And in your situation, you know, you had your daughter. So how would they find their place in the world?
First and foremost, I would just say find your passion. That was a big plus because for me it took years for me to find out, you know, my true passion. I knew music was my passion. That was my first love. But then it was just like, okay, I love music. I love to dance. I love being around people. I like attention. So why not, you know, it's just finding what you are good at, tap into it and go from there. Like you're not gonna have all the answers in the beginning. Like some people can start off doing one thing and then it leads them to a whole nother, you know, path, a whole nother level. Yeah. But for me, it was like starting with music. I love to sing. I found out singing wasn't my strong fit. So then it's just like, okay, what else can I do in the music field? And then it went into dancing. So I joined the dance team at North High. And then after I graduated from high school, I'm like, okay, what am I finna do with my life? And I went to college. I went for like 2 months, dropped out, and was like, this ain't for me. And then here I am today. I'm like music, dance, Black women, inspiring. Why not become a HipHop Cardio Dance Fitness instructor?
You said that this is everything in one.
Yeah. So it's just finding what you are good at, what you're passionate about, and just finding that one thing. Let me start off. Just focus on that one thing that you're passionate about, and you know, dibble and dabble. Long as you have that passion in the background, and then it'll just take you there. So and believe in yourself. Like Black women, I feel like, and most importantly, I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. But put yourself first. Put yourself first, period. Always. Put yourself first. Yes. Don't listen to people telling you, don't ask them like, what do you think I'm good at? Because I did that and
wow.
No help. Believe in yourself, put yourself first, go for what you believe in, and yeah, go from there. And then sky's the limit, baby. Straight up.
So what I hear you saying is take note of what makes you happy outside of everything else.
Yep.
Ensure that you're keeping track of those things in order to make sure that you're creating your own path.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yep.
That's beautiful. Like full circle. As you're speaking, I'm just hearing full circle, full circle.
It is.
You know,
And I'm glad you said that because I never would have thought that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like it's full circle.
Yeah.
Like an opportunity to walk past yourself again.
Yes. Ooh. Right.
So yeah, that. Yeah, I mean, this is you. You. This ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm like, this is you. You've been doing the work.
Yeah, I love that though.
Yeah, because I think a lot of young women, like early on in their life, would know what they want to do.
Yeah.
But then, like, we become like these matriarchs, right? And then we become like these very selfless, overextending women, like young girls, young ladies become overextending and, you know, very selfless. But we are doing what we love, like without even knowing.
Right.
Like, part of the dance team and North was like, you're calling.
Yeah.
But nobody said, hey, this is what you need to be doing for real. Yeah. Don't even waste your money going to school.
Right.
Right. But it's a beautiful thing to now have like you as a resource and your testimony as a source for other women out there, young girls out there too.
Right.
To start their own.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? So we appreciate you so much.
I appreciate y'all.
And we thank you for your time. And I need to come up in one of them classes one day.
Yeah. Please.
I'm gonna be there one of them days. Like I'm gonna hop into the Zoom like, hey, it's me. I'm ready. What's up? I'm ready to sweat. Period.
Yes, please come through. All you ladies that Black Women Speak, like come through. You will have a amazing time. Like even like we laugh, we joke, we crack up. Like it's amazing. Yeah. I love and shout out to my kick-ass crew. I love y'all for rocking with me. For real.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you.
You snapped. I'm like, listen. Showing up. Listen, you showing up for the dancers, for the Black women, for the mamas. I'm like, period. I'm with all this energy, and I need to for real come to your class.
Yeah, please do. I would love to have you for real. Yes.
All right, Queen.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
So much. Peace.
Peace, Queen.